Hello and welcome to another New World video. Today we're going to talk about 5 things you're probably doing wrong in New World. The first one on the list is doing the easy grind to avoid the long. And what I mean by that is going to a trade post, having a look at the item that you're wanting to use to upgrade, say, your crafting, or you need to get an item that is going to level up your gear score or you're going to sell, and doing something easier. So you can just buy it more efficiently. So for example, iron ore, very contested everywhere pretty much, and it doesn't cost that much. It's 49. It's half a gold for one. People sell these pretty cheap, but it is quite contested, so it's going to be a longer grind than most things. So you could look at other common things. So for example, you could look at, say, greenwood. See what the price is like at the moment. It's 24. Oh, it's half the cost, but it's going to be a lot easier and not contested. You can look at aged wood, see what that's like. It's at 19 cents, which is still faster by far. You could look at fibers and see, maybe this is better. Not really. So fibers are not a good time to farm, but the other two are. You can also look at things like weak mana potions, which always sell for quite a bit. They're selling for 4 gold at the moment. And all weak mana potions cost is 1 water and 1 briar. And to get a briar, all you have to do is go around some water and pick bushes. It's very easy, but no one wants to do it. So you can go around, say, Windswood here where the fiber farms are, and just go collect all the briar buds, and make a potion there. So pretty much the whole idea of it is collecting resources and finding the ones on the market that are going to sell fast, so there's a high demand for them, and they're going to sell for more than the grind that you're doing to level up, pretty much. So if you want iron fast and you're just going to buy it because you think, I don't want to go to another iron mine and waste 2 hours of my time getting 1,000 iron because it's contested, then yeah, you can just do this instead. It's much more efficient. It's what I do. It saves a lot of time, and you can level up your crafting a lot faster. My second point is focusing on one craft at a time. Don't generalize. Obviously, generalizing in gathering is fine, and refining, it doesn't really matter. But in crafting, just focus on one till you get tier 5. And the reason for this is if you generalize, whatever you're selling in general is going to be behind the market curve of your server. So by the time you're level 5 and everything, everyone's going to have that already, and the price is going to go like way down in general, right? So as you can see here, I focused on engineering. So my engineering is now tier 5. I can make tier 5 tools. So I can do all these. And I'm leveling up armoring now as my second craft. And furnishing I'm just doing whenever. Arcana and cooking just level themselves, but the main 5 you want to focus on leveling, if you can, just pick one at a time, is weaponsmithing, armoring, engineering, jewel crafting, or furnishing. Especially only do one if you're doing jewel crafting or furnishing, as these take a lot longer to level. Okay, so this brings us to my third point, which is don't level up your weapons to level 20 until you're level 60. And the reason for this is the diminishing returns on your level when you hit level 60 are removed for lower level enemies. So for example, this Valley Puma here used to give me about 670 XP before I was level 60. Now, when I kill it, it goes 23, as you can see. And we can one-shot these, and it's still giving me quite a lot of bow mastery. My bow is level 18. And this is just going to be a lot easier to level up. So when you've, hit level 60, you can focus on leveling it by finding a good leveling zone. One I've found, which has been really useful, did yesterday, is Brightwood Azoth. So we did this yesterday in a group with my friends, and within an hour, I got 2 levels in my great axe and 1 in my bow. Much faster than it was before, because I'm getting full EXP at my level now. Just going around doing whatever I want, which is very nice. So yeah, at level 60, then focus on leveling your weapons up to 20. So, the next one I want to go over is movement. I've noticed a lot of people in light armor that don't know how to move around the map very efficiently. So, for example, when you roll, right? When you roll, you see how it stops there? It just stops. Where if you switch to your other weapon, you notice it doesn't stop and you can continuously roll. Like so, it's much cleaner. And using weapons that have haste on them to travel around the map makes it a lot easier as well. So for example, bow has quite a lot of haste on it. So gain haste 5 seconds when you swap weapon to your bow with a 10-second cooldown. And also Great Axe, which is the fastest combo in the game. So there is a skill called Bloodlust wherever it's hiding. Is it this one? Yeah, it is. It's the big one. You move 30% faster and deal 5% more damage when looking at a foe. So you can run around the map looking at bunnies and wolves that you don't intend to kill and run around the map faster. Really nice. I'll show you what I mean. So you'll see how fast this is compared to normal if you are, you know, not used to using this technique. So there's a wolf down here, right? So I can literally go like this, and you see I'm running faster because of Bloodlust now. Here's continue if you want. And then you've got another skill too, which is a charge skill with your Great Axe, and you can move around a lot faster. A lot of people don't do this. You don't need a bow and a Great Axe to do this, but they are the fastest combo in the game for traveling around. Another quick one is Rapier. They're really quick for traveling around as well. But yeah, the easiest way to get around the map, even if you're not worried about those sort of things, is to, when you're rolling, switch your weapon. So if I've got weapon 1 out, you roll, and then you switch to weapon 2 mid-roll, and it cancels the animation, as you can see. A lot faster. Okay, and that brings us to my final point, which is not wasting Azoth. And what I mean by this is, I know quite a few people that have been wasting Azoth in the sense of just traveling around, as well as crafting. So, for example, one big thing you can do to save on Azoth, if you've got the money, is to buy a house. And I would recommend at least having one of the cheapest houses if you don't have a lot of money. Just use it as a fast travel point. And probably in the place where you want to craft a lot, or craft mostly, right? Or trade mostly. So Windswood is the place I go to. And as you can see, I've got a house recall. You can recall to any place, like an inn. And it is free. And it's also, so I can recall here for free, as you can see. And this is going to save me on Azoth. Obviously, I'm right beside the town. I should be doing this, but it's going to save me on Azoth in the sense of, instead of teleporting to another place, in that regard. And the good thing about a house is, you'll see here that it is cheaper to pay to reset the cooldown than it is to fast travel to the exact same place. The other thing that people don't understand is, if your faction owns a territory, you get a discount for fast traveling there. So, for example, you can see here in Brightwood, it's 105 to fast travel there. Where if we go to Evenscale Reach, it's 160. Evenscale Reach is closer, but we get a discount in Brightwood. So if you want to travel to, say, someplace like Morningdale, for example, here, which is 280 Azoth to get there just to get there, right? You're much better to teleport closer. So this one here, for example, this shrine here, and then teleport or walk, than it is to do here. Because if you teleport here, it's only going to be like 100, and you're going to save like 50 Azoth. It's going to be a much easier way of doing it, and that's what I'd recommend to do in that way. The other thing you could do as well, say for example, your house is in a faction-controlled zone that's not yours. That's even better, because you're going to save a lot more Azoth just because your faction doesn't control it. So that one there is one way of saving Azoth. The other one that I see people wasting Azoth on a lot of the time is when they craft. So I know a lot of people, well, I've seen a lot of people, I should say, have no Azoth, and they're saying they're wasting it on crafting. And they're crafting crap stuff to level and adding Azoth to it is one thing I see you doing wrong. And the other thing as well is when people are crafting a good weapon, or say like something they know they want, not checking what resources they have, right? So you can save on Azoth and get what you want by adding a special resource to the object. So for example, here on the Star Metal Logging Axe, I can add, the Lumberjack's Discipline or Logging Luck, which are both really good. Obviously, luck would be the best one here. And you could add this and save on 15 Azoth if you're trying to make a really good axe. There is one other way as well that you can save on Azoth, which, if the market is good for it, is buying the vials. So if you have a look in here, vial of suspended Azoth, you can check the price. So these are only 130. So say for example you are doing a lot of crafting and you do need Azoth, this is a way around it as well. These are also really good to sell because if you have a look at your server, these, depending on the amount of crafters in the area and how lazy they are, these will literally go from like 100 to like 300 within a matter of a couple of hours if there's a lot of people crafting at the same time and they're too lazy to get it. So these are good to buy and sell as well. So those are the 5 things you're probably doing wrong in New World. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did find it helpful, please give us a like and subscribe on YouTube. It would be much appreciated. I also stream over at twitch.tv/TripWyNZ, which you can see me there for more New World content. If you guys did have anything that missed the list or did want to add, please do in the comments, as well as I will be making more New World content, so please look out for that as well. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, night, wherever you guys are. Peace out.